It was my own little patio space attached to my apartment. Nothing fancy, just some cheap plastic chairs and a table I got from Target. The bushes the complex planted weren't super tall, maybe 4 feet high, so yeah, you could see into other people's gardens if you tried. It was Tuesday afternoon, around 3 p.m., and I was wearing an old gray t-shirt and sweatpants, no bra, reading a book and drinking iced tea. Mrs. Fletcher from Unit 12 walked up to the edge of my patio. She stood there staring at me with her arms crossed. I could see her eyeballing my chest through my shirt. Then she said I needed to cover myself up properly because this was a family complex and her teenage son could see me from their kitchen window. I was so shocked I just froze. I apologized immediately, said I didn't realize anyone could see, grabbed my book and went inside. My face was burning red. I felt humiliated and angry at the same time, but mostly just shocked that someone actually said that to me. That night, I couldn't stop thinking about it. I texted my friend Jamie about what happened. She said Mrs. Fletcher was completely out of line and I had every right to wear whatever I wanted in my own space, but I was terrified she'd post about it on the complex Facebook group. Everyone in the building was on there, like 60 families, and people loved drama. 3 days later, it happened. Mrs. Fletcher made a post but didn't use my name. She wrote about how some residents have no decency and sit outside practically naked where children can see. The comments exploded. People were arguing back and forth. Some said she was being ridiculous, others agreed with her. Then someone figured out she was talking about me. I don't know how. Maybe Mrs. Fletcher told her friends, and it spread. Suddenly people were commenting my unit number. One woman wrote that she always knew I was trashy because I sometimes played music too loud. Another person said I probably did it on purpose for attention. I wanted to hide in my apartment forever. My hands were shaking as I read the comments. Then something unexpected happened. This guy from Unit 8, Brian, commented that he sits shirtless in his garden all the time and nobody says anything. He asked why women get harassed for wearing normal clothes when men can be actually topless. More people started agreeing. A bunch of women commented that they'd been wearing tank tops and sports bras in the garden for years without issues. Someone pointed out that Mrs. Fletcher's husband mows the lawn shirtless every Saturday. The comments turned against Mrs. Fletcher instead of me. She doubled down and made another post saying it's different for men and that I was setting a bad example. She said her son felt uncomfortable. That's when Brian's wife Ashley commented and said maybe Mrs. Fletcher should teach her son not to stare at women's bodies instead of policing what women wear. The complex manager finally stepped in and posted that residents can wear whatever they want in their private patio spaces as long as it's not actual nudity. He said, if people have issues, they should close their blinds. Mrs. Fletcher was furious. She commented that she was calling the HOA board, except we don't have an HOA. We just have a property management company. Someone pointed this out and people started laughing at her in the comments. She deleted both her posts, but screenshots were already floating around in a different Facebook group for the neighborhood. The next week, I was sitting in my garden again. Same shirt, no bra, drinking coffee. Mrs. Fletcher walked past with her son. She gave me a dirty look but didn't say anything. Her son didn't even glance my way. A few minutes later, Ashley from Unit 8 came over with her laptop and asked if she could work in my garden because her AC was broken. She was wearing a sports bra and shorts. We sat there for 2 hours talking and working. 3 other women from the complex came by and joined us. One was wearing a tank top with no bra. Another was in a bikini top because she said she was about to go to the pool. It turned into this unplanned hangout. Mrs. Fletcher walked past again around 5 p.m. She stared at all of us, turned bright red, and speed walked away. Nobody said anything to her. We just kept talking and laughing. The Facebook group went quiet after that. Mrs. Fletcher stopped posting entirely. I heard from another neighbor that she tried to start a petition about dress codes for common areas, but only got 2 signatures.